we have begun. And this, for all our viewers, is a picture of Landre. He's adorable.
I love the smile. It's good. It's good stuff.
Every time I see that, I'm like, why is he an albino? And I remember he's just a Goliath. Okay. Cool. Here. Hello, dear listeners.
You've been listening to Little Rounds.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So when our heroes last rolled into Mithrin in their Vardos, geez, last time we played was like a year and a half ago or something.
Oh, time flies, man. I missed you guys. It's been too long.
What's your character's name again?
Yeah, Chris, why don't you start us off with introductions?
Great. Tonight I'm reprising the role of Alleyway, the half-elf warlock of the Archfey patron.
That's right.
A disgusting mess all the time.
Tim?
There is no Tim. There is only Zool.
Oh, okay. Zool?
Sorry, I was trying to unmute myself and was doing a spectacularly bad job. I will be playing Bradley Chauncey Chuffton the Fourth.
Wunderbar. And Brian.
I'll be playing... oh, no, that's the wrong place. I'll be playing Landre, the Goliath Paladin.
Wink wonk.
Wink, wonk, wonk, wink.
So last time our maybe not so brave, but definitely monetarily incentivized heroes had ventured into this old fort. The ground had collapsed, which opened up this new passageway no one knew about. And while you were exploring that, you fought a whole bunch of skelly boys, and Brad successfully cucked a minotaur skeleton, which made me very sad. And then you guys had discovered a little poem etched into a doorway warning about the Devil's Light. And you had just opened this doorway into a new room where you saw a faint red glow in the very back of the room. If I remember correctly, you had taken a short rest to get all your health back?
I don't remember anything.
I also don't really remember anything. It's been a long fucking time.
You said we killed the Skelly Boys and then we opened up a new room with a red glow?
Yes.
Okay, well, I guess that's where we pick up then. Can we tell what is the source of the glow?
Yes, you can. Sorry, I thought I had my room dimensions on here, but apparently... There it is, okay. So, opening up these large doors, you can tell about 40 feet in. Anyone with dark vision would be able to see a a set of armor seemingly standing in front of a throne.
Seemingly.
And yes.
Noted.
I mean, it could be floating. You don't know.
Gross.
There's magic all up in this bitch.
Just a huge lake of semen.
Nope, I'm leaving. That was fun. Bye, guys.
Wink wonk.
Wank wonk.
Going down to a lake of semen. Come find me. Come, baby. Because Brian brings things up without reason.
I hate it so much.
See it again at Lowry season.
God, Brad's a shitty bard. That was terrible.
He's the worst.
Are you okay? Did you forget how to breathe? Listen, stabilize yourself. We have important shit to do.
When Tim starts laughing, he kind of turns into a seal for a bit.
Oh, that's great. That's good. Hey, so while they're staring at this light, can Allie's reintroduction to the party be stealthing up behind Brad to whisper in his ear?
Yes.
Great. I'll just roll that stealth in case it matters. That's a 23. She just wants to creep up behind him and just whisper in his ear, Bradley.
Oh, gee! What in the bloody blazes do you think? This is only a curse would bring you back into my presence, Allie. This is the most unfortuitous thing that has ever happened to me in my entire life. And I do believe that I must have done something absolutely malicious in a past life. Because I have done nothing in this life to deserve this. At all. At all. Do you hear me?
Hey.
She stands there listening to you, smiling the whole time. Her hair's an absolute mess. The clothing you bought her is just in tatters and smudged and destroyed. And she just nods and says, I missed you too.
Hey, Bradley, it's the girl.
Are you fucking kidding me, Landre? Yeah, of course it's the girl. I have fucking eyes. Why is there's a mysterious light, an ominous mysterious light, and for some reason, the thing I am focusing on most is the idiocy of my party, and I...
Bradley, we're dungeon diving. Don't you think you should be a little bit quieter so you don't alert the enemies?
There could be somebody fighting, Bradley. You wouldn't want to disturb them.
No more fucking talking, Laundry. No more fucking talking.
Oh, I missed you too, Laundry.
I nod.
Feels like it's been a year and a half.
I shake my head.
So what's the light? And she just peers over Bradley's shoulder.
So yeah, you can see that there is a there's no helmet on the armor, and instead there is a skull. Glowing out of the eye holes is this dim red light. Looks like it fills about 10 feet around it. And if you squint your eyes really hard, you can see a little bit of green fire around it.
Upon noticing this, Allie immediately puts her index finger next to her nose and whispers, not it.
I will go first. It is fine.
That's very brave of you.
Right.
She slaps you on the back and gives you some guidance for whatever you might want to do.
All right. So yeah, I go.
Okay. The room that you're entering kind of looks like a throne room, albeit quite small and desolate. But it's just carved out of stone, and it's 40 feet by 40 feet. And the suit of armor is about 35 feet from the doorway. It holds a rusty-looking broadsword in front of it with the tip buried in the ground and its hands on the pommel.
Wait,
and other
what?
than its... What?
What's on the pommel?
Its hands?
Oh, I'm sorry. You cut out for a second, and I got my bad.
Okay. Other than the light eyes, there aren't any torches lit or anything, so that's the only light in this room.
I'll pull out a couple of my light rocks.
Okie doke. Are you just holding them on your person?
I'm just gonna kind of toss them a couple feet on either side of me, because Brett is expecting there's going to be some sort of a fight in here.
Okay. You were able to see that there are 2 pillars in the room, each about 20 feet into the room and 5 feet from either of the 2 side walls. On the pillars, there are sconces with unlit torches. And now you've got spooky shadows being cast all around the room by these light rocks.
Ooh, metal. Allie's going to creep her way inside as distant back up to Brad, and she's going to whisper out, Bradley, what do your shitty human eyes see?
I don't know what's going on with this glowing eye guy, but I am assuming that we're going to have to fight him.
Do you want to light the torches?
No, that seems like what's going to probably awaken him, and I'd much prefer that Laundry light the torches, thank you.
That's fair. Laundry, we have a job for you.
I have nothing for fire.
Here, take my flint and steel. It'll work perfectly for you, thank you.
Laundry's gonna start rubbing them together like sticks.
Guys, we've already established Laundry is shit at starting fires.
Okay, so Brad is going to rip off just like a small piece of cloth off of his shirt or whatever, and he'll wrap it around his dagger, and he'll start a fire on it for Laundry, and then hand Laundry the dagger and tell him, now go and light all of the torches. We will be waiting at the entrance.
I do that. I'll go in a perimeter clockwise.
As soon as you start to kind of make your way up to one of them and the 3 of you are firmly in this room, the skeleton's head kind of rolls to one side like it's looking at you, and it starts to raise one of its hands. And as he does so, you hear the grinding of the stone doors behind you shutting.
As he waves his hand, I wave back.
Brad will just nonchalantly step into the room, even though he definitely considers stepping back out.
How quickly is this door closing?
Pretty quickly. I don't think you guys opened it super far.
Dun, dun,
So,
dun, dun,
It's not like it's
dun.
gonna slam shut, but it's already pretty narrow.
Bum, ba-dum, bum.
Okay.
But you're
How
full.
about
You can try to dive through.
I don't want to dive through. She has an iron pot hanging off her backpack that she would like to wedge between the door and it closing.
Okay.
If she could like jump and slide across the floor to get it in there just in the nick of time, that'd be awesome.
Roll. I'll give you athletics, acrobatics, or sleight of hand if that's your highest.
I'll do acrobatics because that seems most fitting. That's a 7. I feel like she just face plants.
Yeah, you kind
I'm
of.
done. I'm done. If the slide whistle is coming out, I'm fucking done. I have far better things that I could be doing this evening.
I put it away.
Thank you, Brian.
I appreciated it.
You kind of belly flop and your iron pot collides with the door as it finishes closing.
God, I'm not nearly as cool as I want to be.
If
She
only
just
you were
kind of
Andre.
she just kind of lays there defeated for like a second.
So you're on the outside of the door now?
No, I figured she's still in the room. She's not going to leave you behind.
Oh, I see. You were in the room trying to slide to the pot.
Yeah.
If I haven't yet, I finished lighting all the torches.
I was gonna say you managed to. You said you went counterclockwise.
I said clockwise.
Clockwise. Okay. So when you go to light the lefternmost torch, you get it lit successfully, and the light of the flame illuminates the room enough that you can see Brad at least. And from where you're standing now, you can see that to the right of the throne room, like on the right wall, there is a wood door with like iron brandings on it. But you also see the armored skeleton man pulling the great sword out from the stone it is buried in, and
He's the
he
chosen
starts to. He says, "It's me, Arthur. Hello." But he gets into a fighting stance and kind of looks like he's doing like the sprinter's crouch, like at the starting line. It's not quite that exaggerated, but he looks like he's going to charge you if you cross the room to the other lantern. Or sconce, I should say.
I wave at him again as I cross.
Ooh, BKB. He is going to charge at you then, as you get halfway across the room. And cue lay epic battle music as he.
Why is the battle music just a slide whistle over and over?
I cast Bane on him.
Okay.
DC 12, it is a... Sorry, let me check what save it is. It is a Charisma.
Perfect. I was a 6 on the die. I'm gonna
All
tell
right.
you, he does not have that good of a charisma save.
So yeah, that's a D4 that you have to subtract from any attack rolls that you do.
Okay.
Hold on, let me check how long it lasts. Sorry. Up to a minute. So we got 10.
10
I assume
rounds
you want
to
us.
drop this guy.
I assume you want us to roll initiative.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
All right, coolio.
Great. Allie has a 5.
Okay.
That's going to be an 18 for me.
Okay.
Show off.
Oh, and 8. Okay. Oh, a scythe. I see.
Yeah, so I go before Bradley, obviously.
Scythe is the highest number known to man.
Yeah, it's a natural scythe too, so.
All right. Just finish writing this down. And Brian got a 5 even. Okay. Brad, what does your Bane look like?
So, I think I think it just kind of like creates this stupid pink mist that clouds around his eyes, and just sort of annoys. And is just sort of kind of annoying.
Feels like he's in a car wash.
Okay. And that's you said a -2?
No, you roll a d4 and subtract that every time.
Oh, just every time I roll a d4.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yupperoonie.
Make a little note of that. Okay.
Oh, and
so...
it's all saving throws too, FYI.
What?
It's saving throws and attack rolls.
Oh, okay.
So if I want to cast more spells on him, I should.
Yes.
True. Don't forget you did use 2 Thunder Waves.
No, I know. And one of them was at second level.
Oh, that's right. I actually forgot that. Okay.
I'm doing my best to play it honest. Like, obviously, there are some things that I probably forgot, but I'm doing my best.
Yeah.
For the viewers at home, Tim deleted his character sheet.
Oh, likely
Just
story.
for you guys.
He had to remake it because he got a new phone and it was on his old phone.
Sick lore. Got it.
That was a deep cut. I appreciate it. Okay. So this thing is going to finish its attack. Oh, that's not good.
Did it crit off the bat?
No, I just don't think an 8 hits.
Oh, that's hilarious. Much better.
Not a good roll. So yeah, it actually like gets distracted by this pink mist, kind of coming at it right away as it takes the swipe, and then it kind of just swings right in front of you, like it's a warning shot. Like he gives you that look, like everyone gets one. It'll jump to the top of the round with Brad.
I think Shooby Dooby Shatter. And so I'm gonna need him to make me a Constitution saving throw. And also, Laundry has to make a Constitution saving throw because I'm obviously not going to put it in a way where it doesn't hit Laundry. So yeah, and the DC is 12.
DC 12. Okay.
I think you've hit me with just about every single shatter you've ever used.
For shatter, if the
Shatter.
creature's made of inorganic material, it has disadvantage on the saving throw. I know because I have that
Correct.
spell.
Oh, I thought it did double damage. Okay, that is good to know. Because he definitely would have saved otherwise.
What kind of a saving throw?
Con.
Save?
Yep.
Wow, you are lucky he brought that up. Because he went from a 14 plus 4 to a 1 plus 4.
Nice.
I'm into it.
Oh, that's not 11. Hold on. That's a 6. That's only an 8.
Fails
All
for
right.
everybody.
That's going to be 10 damage to both of you.
Fuck.
Oof. Duh. Okay. So you see this armor, it moves one of its hands to kind of like cover its head, and then it just kind of like vibrates with this massive bang that goes off, and you see like cracks start to form on it, and a few places are kind of like chipping away, especially around like the pauldrons. And now it gets to go, and it is going to pop another Swippy Swipe with its Swordy Boy at Landre.
Not a swippy swipe with a swordy boy.
This dice is going right in the dice jail. It lets go of its sword as it's swinging, and the sword gets buried in the pillar right underneath the torch that you already lit. And
Arthur, you're such a butterfingers.
then it shoots a little red laser out of its eyes at you. Landre, you take 4 damage.
Pew.
I love that it has eye lasers. This is great.
Landre, it's your turn.
How big is his sword?
It's a great sword.
Just a regular greatsword? Huh.
Yeah.
I was
It's a
picturing
regular-sized piece of armor.
this guy was bigger in my head cannon. Hold on.
Well, unload it from the cannon.
Greatsword.
To unload these dice.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm going to go pick it up.
Okay. Why don't you roll a strength check? Athletics.
It's just a regular greatsword, though.
Yeah, but it's buried in the pillar.
Oh,
It's not going to be super hard.
that's good, because it's not a super high roll. 7?
Did you? 7 won't do it. Not quite. So you're left tugging at this sword. it's buried in the pillar.
All right. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can finagle this thing. Could I... No chance I could get advantage because I can carry things twice my size.
You can have disadvantage for sleeping in your armor for the past week.
Oh, that still applies?
Have you taken off your armor to go to sleep yet?
No.
No. So yes.
All right, here. 18. Nothing happened.
18 for what?
My disadvantage. So I stick with the 2.
Oh, I got it. I'm like, how did you go up on disadvantage? So confused. Yeah, you're tugging at this greatsword. But I'll say that was just your movement and.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to do kind of a cool spin move and hurl the monkey spear at him.
Okay.
It's going to be 19. 19 hit?
A 19 will hit.
6, 7, 8, 9 damage.
Mm.
Boing.
Should have written this in pencil so I could erase it. Anyway, so yeah, you throw it and the spear buries itself in kind of the chest plate, and it looks down at this spear in its chest and then pulls it out and starts brandishing it as a weapon.
Whoopsie daisy.
Allie, it's your turn.
Allie yells, "Why are you giving him weapons?" And she plants her feet, raises her one hand into a finger gun gesture, and blasts it with an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Nice.
That's a 17 to hit
How do you kill this thing?
Oh yeah.
for 10 damage.
Woof. Okay.
Bang.
You hit it square in the chest, right where the armor was starting to kind of crack away from the spear hole, and you blast little bits of armor in every which way, and there's just a kind of a gaping hole in its chest right now.
As intended. Nice.
Why don't you guys roll me perception checks, real quick?
Okay.
$14.
13.
That is a 19.
Okay. So I'm going to say all of you are able to notice that inside of the chest plate, there's no rib cage in there. Or other skeleton parts, from what you can see. But that brings us back around to Brad. Top of the order to you.
I am going to.
You're gonna,
I think I'm just gonna walk up and fucking thunder wave him.
Okay.
And that is gonna be another con, I think. Yeah, it is Constitution.
Yeah. Well,
Don't forget to take off the D4 as well.
yep. 11 save?
Nope. Nope. Let's hit him with a launchy boy. All right, so 2d8 thunder damage. So 9 damage.
I am.
And he gets pushed 10 feet.
Which puts him. He actually, slides backwards and kind of, gets pushed into sitting on this throne. And, the lights glow a little bit brighter in his eyes as he looks kind of startled for a skeleton head. And it's gonna shoot little lasery boys at you now, because you are actually doing stuff to it.
I was just trying to help, which is my MO, thank you.
It shoots a laser at you and it goes wank wonk. And you take 3 damage from it.
Okay.
It pushes itself up from the chair, and it's gonna do a little charge attack onto Landre. Yeah. That's a 12 hit. I'm sorry, that should be 16. Is a 16 hit?
No.
Yeah. So it swings this spear like it's swinging the great sword, and it like misses by a few feet, and then kind of like has to hop on its foot to regain its balance as it kind of comes back into actual melee range with you. And it's your turn.
Strength check. 16, so that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11?
You are able to dislodge the sword.
Hell yeah! I'm a swing it at him.
Do, 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 do.
Does an 18 plus 5 hit?
Yeah. Yeah.
2d6s. Nice. Fucking hell. Okay, 6 damage.
Damn it. Where my pen go? There it is.
And, I have seriously got to write smite on here because I always forget how to do it. What are the smite rules?
I think you just expend a spell slot and deal extra damage if you're using your.
Do I have to declare before I roll?
I don't think so for the class smite, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you have to declare it before you roll, no.
If you were using your smite spell, you would.
It's a d8 for every spell level. Is that right?
Sounds right.
Well, I'm going to expend a first level spell. Fucking hell. That's an extra 2 damage.
Nice.
And now I'm going to look up smite. That's my turn.
Did you say the damage, Brian? Sorry, I missed it.
The first one was a 3. The first one was a 6 and the second one was a 2.
Okay. So you kind of cleave it from shoulder to hip, and you see more and more of this armor kind of breaking down. There's a lot of rust on it, and it seems to be kind of like crumbling from within almost.
Nice.
Yeah. Yep, alleyway, it's your turn.
Great. So if I'm remembering mechanics right, I think you can cast 2 spells in one turn as long as one is a cantrip. Is that correct?
If
I'm sorry.
one is a bonus action and the second one is a cantrip, I think is how it works.
Yes, that sounds about right. Just wanted to make sure. So what Allie's going to do is she's going to stay in finger gunning position, and she's going to yell out, "That's enough out of you, skeleton warrior. Bradley's going to kick your ass, and I'm going to help." And she's going to bonus action Hex, and then Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
You also want to take an extra 3 damage off of him because it's 2d8 for a smite on first level.
Yep, I just saw that.
And that's 17 to hit.
17 hits?
Yep. And then that would be 11 damage. 6 of that's necrotic if it matters. Oh, also I have to pick an ability score for it to get disadvantage with. I'm going to do Con.
Okay. So you bonk this thing with your Eldritch Blast. What does it look like?
A lightning bolt shoots from her index finger.
Zip zap, and it flashes around the armor, and all of the cracks start to kind of glow this dark purplish black, and it kind of explodes. And this skull with glowing red eyes, wreathed in a light green flame, is left floating there, chitter chattering away. And it kind of it starts to look down, and then when there's no body there, it kind of does a full 360 spin around in the air, and it it gets angry eyebrows in the flame.
This amuses Allie. She chuckles a little bit. She finds it cute.
Brad, it's your turn. There's no armor anymore.
Is there anything that looks threatening?
The skull is still there.
Oh, weird. I'm gonna go hit the skull with my sword.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use one of my bardic inspirations if it hits.
Double Loki.
That's a 25 to hit, so I'm assuming yeah.
Yeet.
Coolio. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 6, 5, 4. That's gonna be for 8 damage.
All right. You stab at this skull and kind of boop it right in the nose holes. And its angry eyebrows look even angrier.
My armor class is also 19 now.
Okay. Brings us to Mr. Scully Boy. And the red light in his eyes is going to glow really bright for a second, and then there's an explosion in the middle of the room. All of you need to roll dex saves.
Oh my.
Great. 15.
Oh, I lose my nat 20 because of disadvantage. 15.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Think all of you pass? Yes. Yep, all of you pass, so you'll take half damage. As this giant gout of flame erupts in the center of the room and kind of swirls around you lot. And you'll each take 10 damage.
Uh-oh. One of us is unconscious.
Even more unfortunately, Allie loses concentration on Hex.
When it sees Landre fall, it's also going to start floating up higher into the air. Brad, you will get a attack of opportunity on it.
Well, don't run away without giving me a chance to try and ocularly penetrate you, sir.
we fighting Popeye?
22 to hit?
Yeah.
Dude, the robot is being super nice to me today.
Roll bot. Roll call. Cambot.
What?
8 damage.
Damn it. You do stab it right in its dumb eye hole. And, it looks like if it had a face, it would be bleeding right now, but it doesn't. So it just looks like a sad skeleton. Head. A sad skull. Landre, you're unconscious.
That's a 15.
Okay, good. You fail to bleed out on this floor, and everyone is, well, not proud, but present. Everyone is present for it. Allie.
Wow, Laundry's down. So what she wants to do is she wants to run over to Laundry's unconscious body and tell Bradley to get him while she tries to assist Laundry in not dying.
Hey, whoa! Don't help that layabout! If he's going to try and take a nap on the job, that's his business.
But he's dying, Bradley. Look at all this blood.
Well, that's apparently what the Lords want. Alright, if fate hadn't ordained that Laundry should die today, we should just wait and see what happens, Allie. That is what Laundry would want.
Fate is bullshit and it's not what I want. Live, damn it, live.
Roll a medicine check, I guess? Unless you're using a spell.
No, she's just slapping him in the face and like covering his wounds with her hand.
As you slap him in the face, he burps up a little bit of poison oak.
Oh my god.
So I was exaggerating at first, but it turns out that's exactly what she's doing.
It's like in Red versus Blue where Sarge takes a headshot and they give him CPR.
She just starts like pounding on his chest, not even checking to see if his heart's still going or not.
Live! Well, there's probably magic in there.
I'm gonna lose a saving throw because of you.
I tried so hard. I came so far.
Allie, roll an unarmed attack at disadvantage, I'd say.
Oh, okay. Are unarmed strikes finessable? Yeah, fuck it. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
Sure.
I'll just roll. Who cares? Let's see. That's a 10. I got a 10.
Okay. That doesn't beat Landre's armor class, so you are effectively just pounding on his armor right now.
Why is your chest so hard?
Brad, you're up.
How high up is the skull?
It's like 15 feet. The ceiling's only like 20 feet tall. So.
Brad is going to go over to Laundry, and he's going to make it seem like he's he's not going to make it seem like he's trying to tend to Laundry's wounds, but it's probably going to seem that way just by like the way that he's investigating Laundry's body, and like then he'll locate where Laundry set Brad's dagger. Brad will grab that and go, "Oh, there you are," and then walk back away and throw it at the skull.
Ellie doesn't pay attention at all. She's still banging on his breastplate.
All right, so that is going to be. I should just go get dice because it would be quicker, but. 15 to hit.
15 does hit.
Nice.
Dope. 7 damage.
Okay. This dagger just whips through the air and shanks him right in the eye hole. And
Shank.
it's just like lodged in his skull brain.
God, Brad loves going for the eye hole.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Is that your whole entirety?
I mean, I figured that my movement and bonus action were probably going over and grabbing the dagger off Laundry, so yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. So this thing is it uses its move action to just spin really, really fast, and it launches the dagger out of its eye over into one of the corners.
Spin move.
And then
Hilarious.
it shoots a laser out of each of its eye holes, one at each of you that's still up and running. Minimum damage on each. Both of you take 2 damage. Pew pew. Landre, try not to die again, I guess.
That's a 4.
Ah!
Live, damn it!
One oopsie daisies for Landre. And one smiley face. Alleyway. Revive this schmuck.
Oof. Yeah, she's just going to assume that Bradley's going to kick the skull's ass, so she's going to totally 100% focus her attention on desperately trying not to get Laundry to die.
Okay. I guess roll it. Medicine?
I'm trying so hard, and it's not where I got a 7.
You seem to be on the right path right now. Maybe if you aimed lower, maybe Goliath hearts aren't in the same place. You know? So you start trying to do that, like that flurry of blows across his whole torso area.
To get to the heart of a man, I have to go through the stomach. She starts pounding on him. Live, damn it, live! You're my only friend.
Brad.
Oh, also Brad, I guess.
Brad is going to cast Healing Word on himself.
He says, "Live, damn it!" Ah, that's better.
Oh, I'm sorry, I have Cure Wounds, not Healing Word, so I'm going to
okay.
cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Oh, okay.
Fucking funny.
Oh, fuck.
Did you say something, Bradley?
Oh, just that I'm not feeling the best, so I'm just going to cast a quick healing spell for... Oh, look at that! maximum healing. An 8 on my D8 plus 2, so that's 10 hit points. I'm feeling spry.
Oh, good. Self-care is important. I'm going to keep trying to heal Laundry and stop him from dying.
Yeah, no, good luck with that. So, next turn, I have one more spell left, and if I get damaged, I'm 100% cure woundsing myself again.
Come on, alleyways also may be hurting.
Yeah, she's
Oh, that's a good
bloodied.
point.
She's technically bloodied. But where her blood starts and Laundry's blood ends, it's just a mess at this point.
Oh, Brad, roll me a perception check.
All right. Uh, 13.
Okay. You would also know that the your dagger did go flying off into one of the corners by the door.
Oh, I'm gonna go grab that.
Okay. Yeah, when you run to go look for it, you kind of see that it's not in one corner, and then you kind of have to like swerve to go to the other one. You pick it up, but that's your whole turn then.
Yeah, I figured. No worries.
Yeah. Which brings us to the skull again. And think it's going to kind of float along the ceiling almost lazily, so that it can get both of you in its view again. After Brad kind of went behind the pillar, it wants a clear shot on both of you. Brad, this time you take 3 damage, and Alleyway, you take 2.
Great. Good. I give it 5 more rounds.
Yeah, that's all for him. Landre, you gonna bleed out on us, buddy?
12.
Ooh, another smiley face. That means next turn it gets to go for you with both its lasers. Allie, continue to do that voodoo that you do.
No, at this point, you know what? She's really just frustrated, just getting shot with fucking eye lasers. So she just just abruptly stands up, turns around, screams, "Stop shooting me!" and hexes the skull again, and then tries to shoot it with Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
That's only a 13 to hit, though.
You narrowly miss it.
Lame. Con is the ability that it has disadvantage on.
Okie dokie. Yes.
Bradley, we have to kill it for Laundry.
Well, now hold on.
Also, so we don't die in here, but I mean, I guess we can dedicate it to the memory of Laundry or something.
Also, it's pissing me off.
Yes, that's a much better reason.
And then she just whispers, "Laundry, don't die." And that's her help this round.
Brad, you want to try to kill it, or maybe do?
Yeah,
something else?
I'm gonna run up and throw my dagger.
Okay.
Watch this be the first time that I miss. Eight. Roll the 2 on the die.
So you throw your dagger up, and it kind of dodges out of the way a little bit. You don't know if it needed to, or if it's just trying to lull you into a false sense of security, but it climbs off the ceiling and falls back down to you at your feet.
Well, at least that was convenient.
We're not attacking the ceiling, Bradley.
Fair point. Fair point. And I will go ahead and say, due to your brilliant observations, Allie, you have now shown me how successful you can be at things. So please end this motherfucker. And you have inspiration, a d6.
Ooh, tasty. I'm going to use it to hit the thing when it gets to my turn. Yes.
It is going to again fire off one laser at each of you. Pew! Ooh. 4 damage for each of you.
Great. I'm not rolling above a 10 on shit today. So Hex is gone again. But that's okay, probably. We'll see.
And after it blasts both of you, it just kind of like starts floating in a little concentric circles, doing that. Landre, you're up.
Nat 20.
Nice.
All right. You have 1 HP. As you're not entirely certain why, but your chest feels a little funny. Maybe it got hit a couple too many times, or maybe your heart grew 3 sizes that day. But
Do you see this, Ellie? The gods hate me so very much that even fate brings this dolt back. That is why I told you not to bother.
Laundry, I'm so happy. Also, I have to blow up a skull.
now kill him. Yeah, Allie, it is your turn.
Great. She's going to use the inspiration to shoot the skull with Eldritch Blast. Hopefully. Let's see. 13 plus 4, that's 17 for, a very, very spicy amount of damage. Minimum 4.
Ooh. Okay. Your little zip zop shoots into him and kind of, you see the little electrical charges like, kind of flutter around his skull for a bit, and, he looks bad.
That's good. Can she, like, take cover behind a pillar so he can't zap her and Bradley?
100%. Yeah, you could, hide behind the far pillar.
Yeah, let's do
Because
that.
Brad's kind of on the right side of the room. You could run to the left side.
Yeah. Tactics. Or something. I'm glad you're alive, Laundry, but I gotta go over there.
Brad! Brad! It's your turn. Arthur looks bad.
I'm gonna pick up my dagger and throw it at him.
Wink wonk.
Exactly. 22 to hit?
Ooh, no, sorry. 22 is the only number that doesn't hit.
Fuck!
Oh, it's one of those 21 or 23 things. I get you.
Yeah. It catches in its teeth and winks at you. Doesn't have eyelids, so that wink is extra impressive.
As you can hear the grinding of the skull plate closing to create the wink. That's 7 damage, by the way.
Your dagger pegs it right between the eyes, and it just stops its little circling on the ceiling and kind of freezes in midair. And then you see little bits of it start to like chip off of it and kind of turn to dust. And it flutters into a little pile on the floor with the area around the dagger being the last part, so it ends up in this little pile, and two things drop into the pile: your dagger and also a small green gem.
I'm going to take the dagger and the gem, but I'm also going to pull a small glass vial out of my pack, and because I'm proficient with poisons, so I assume that I probably have a vial, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. And I just want to take some of that sweet, sweet bone dust. I'm gonna snort that shit later.
When you go to grab the gem, it crumbles into your hands, back into the pile.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm gonna get just as much gem and bone dust and put that shit into the vial, and we'll chop it up later.
Yeah, dude, snort that gem. Allie's gonna run past Brad and tackle Laundry.
Does anything
happy.
open?
You're alive.
Nothing like magically opens or anything.
Okay. I'm gonna go and try the door and see if I can push it open or not.
Okay, do you want the big doors or do you want the other small door?
The other small door. I don't want to go back the way that we came from.
Okay. The small door is unlocked. Excuse me. And I should also say, if you were to take one of the, like a larger vial, like a 750 milliliter Erlenmeyer flask, you'd be able to get like all of the dust with you.
Yeah, if you're gonna let me have something that size, then fuck yeah, I'll take all of it.
Do you have a poisoner's kit on you?
I honestly have not. I haven't even picked my fucking languages yet. So.
Okay. Well, I'll give you one of those and two of the little smaller, like one-use vials, empty.
Coolio. Appreciate it.
Laundry's going to cough up some blood and then sing. Apple red happiness, popcorn cheerfulness, as he taps into his 15 HP reserve.
Before he does that, Alleyway. Roll me a melee attack.
Okay.
As you run to tackle him.
That is a 10.
Okay. You don't kill your friend.
Bastard.
Oh, that's good.
And go ahead with that HP, Brian.
Yeah, thanks. I'll do that.
Hold on, you got a little bit of red on you. She just like licks her thumb and wipes off some of the blood from his face.
It smears all over the place. And also, like, he has those red marks on his face, so, like, you keep rubbing at those.
Yes, she absolutely keeps scrubbing at it, thinking that it's bloodstains.
So yeah, Brad, you open the door, and you see a rather nicely furnished bedroom. It's pretty bare bones, but like the bed is clearly of a nice make. There's a desk on the left, and then a small kind of like a servant's doors on the right.
I'm gonna go start searching the desk.
Okay.
Carefully though. Like I'm gonna make sure that I want to investigate it first to make sure that there aren't any wires or anything like that, or traps, or you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Roll an investigation.
All right, cool. Uh, 19.
You don't see any traps or anything like that. The desk, other than the, decades upon centuries of disuse, there's not much in it. Like, it doesn't seem to be worn that much. You do find a small leather-bound diary in one of the drawers. And
Like Luke Skywalker when fucking Rey hands him the lightsaber, the diary just goes whoop over my shoulder.
spoilers, dude.
Dog, if you haven't seen that movie in fucking 2.5 years, I'm sorry. I would but I feel like it's on you at that point. Like, you didn't care about spoilers.
I was gonna watch it after game today, but thanks a lot.
Yeah, I was gonna binge it before this next episode, but okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, bud. Now I know there's someone named Ray. Jeez. But yeah, other than that, there's nothing in the desk.
Gods be damned. You're telling me Laundry almost died for us to get nothing.
Are you okay in there? Do you need help? There's a lot of screaming
Sure.
from your room.
Yes, why don't you come and see if you can find anything that's worth value?
Okay, but just know that my body literally hurts all over. Like, every inch of it is in pain.
We didn't come away with nothing. I have this great sword.
Oh, that sword is great.
I have this great sword.
That is what you said.
Why don't you roll an
Laundry,
investigation
I
on that sword,
swear.
Andre?
I swear if you try to make another pun, I am going to put my rapier so deep into your torso.
Roll,
End of sentence. That's just what I'm going to do.
roll a what?
Investigation. Or perception, if that's higher.
Would have been a 5 of investigation, so I'm going with a 8 perception.
So an 8 perception will show you that this greatsword is rusty AF, my dude. Statistically, it is a -1 greatsword.
I could show you how to lick this great sword and not get sick.
Laundry, I am not in the mood for your shenanigans right now. Why don't you go check the servants' quarters and I'll continue to peruse this room. I'm gonna check under the bed.
Okay. What are the other two of you doing?
Do I see servants' quarters?
There's a little like servants style door leading off of this chamber.
Shut.
It's shut right now.
I'm gonna try and open it.
It opens without resistance.
I'm gonna peep inside.
There is 2 small beds from what you can see.
Maid?
What?
Are they made?
No,
are
there's
no
not a
maids.
maid in there.
Nice.
Anything under them?
Oh, are you like going into the room?
Well, if you ask it that way, maybe not.
Well, I mean, like, I need to know. There's certain things you can see from the doorway and certain things you can see inside the room. Because you said you peep inside, so I'm imagining you, like, inch it open and, like, peep through.
All right, I'll go in.
Okay. Allie, are you following him?
So she like stands there as he wanders off, and she looks in the direction he went, and then she looks in the direction that Bradley's rummaging around in. Then she looks back to Laundry, then to Bradley, and she sighs, and then she figures out that Bradley probably needs her help a little bit more than Laundry. So she's gonna go help out Bradley turn over this room.
Okay. Oh, excuse me. Okay. The two of you roll investigations, and while you do that, I will describe to Landre what he sees. Landre, as you open this door further, you see the two beds on your left. They are less opulent, although still well made, than the bedroom in the kind of main room. You see a large shield, wooden made, with golden trim around the edges and golden spikes coming off like prongs. The wood is painted in a metallic green paint, and it is hanging kind of between the two beds. You also see the remnants of a skeleton pinned to the wall with a longsword on one of the walls. It is the wall directly across from the door, and the beds are on your left.
I'll take the shield.
BKB.
Is it rusty too?
This shield seems immaculate.
Wow.
We posted both of our investigations in the chat.
Yep. So guys,
what would you call the shield
sorry.
for items?
Why don't you call it Shield of Arrow Catching?
Oh, okay.
So the two of you are kind of like looking around this room. There's not a whole lot in it, and it's not that big. So
I mean, I'm specifically looking under the bed first.
Yeah.
If you recall.
Allie, you immediately find this this sort of leather-bound diary that was seemingly cast on the floor by who knows what. And Brad like kind of starts to head towards the bed and looks under it. Brad finds a small wooden box underneath it.
Yoink!
and other than that, there's really nothing in this room.
What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box?
In the box is $56 gold and 39 silver pieces.
All right, Brad is going to
also.
Oh shit! Shit!
What seems to be an etched glass globe, approximately 4 inches in diameter. Oh, and a rusty iron key.
Okay, Brad's going to take all of that stuff, and he's going to take 5 gold pieces, and he's going to hand it to Alleyway and say, "You did remarkably today."
So I almost imagine that like while you're looking through the box, she's like picks up that journal and like almost begins like playfully just like thumbing through it as she begins saying, "You know, Bradley, if I die down here, my last request is that you take care of Laundry. You make sure that he's never alone, that he always has a friend, that he's well taken care of."
So Brad pictured giving money to Alleyway in his head, and then she started saying that, and he just silently puts it all in his coin purse and says nothing and gets up from the box.
She never looks up from the journal, so she notices none of this.
Okay.
I'll take your silence as a guarantee. It's comforting.
Yes, believe what you want.
You're a good man, Bradley. And a good friend.
That's what my mother always told me.
She
You have a
just-
mom?
She pauses for a second and just like looks up slightly and says, "You have a mom?"
Well, no, actually, I was hatched when an asteroid hit the Earth.
Oh, that makes more sense. You know, based on, and she just kind of like gestures to his hole. And she smiles, closes the book, not having read a single word in it, puts it in
Oh
her
my god.
and says, "We should go see how Laundry's doing. I'm worried about him."
I agree. Let's go and see what Laundry is doing.
And she just like winces with every step because her body hurts.
He's going to notice that and remember that he has a spell and keep walking.
Yeah, that's about right.
Oof and oof.
Note to self: buy healing potions. Gotta put that down somewhere.
With what gold? Brad has all of it.
He gave her some. She has a lump. She has like 60.
Oh, fuck, dude.
We're a great team.
We are the best team, Allie. That is the first thing that you have said that I completely agree with.
Well, no, it's the second one. The first one I said that you completely agree with is that you'll look after Laundry once I'm gone.
Oh yes, you can believe what you like, absolutely.
She just smiles.
What?
Wow.
I can believe what I like. You're very smart, Bradley.
So what's Laundry doing in the servants' quarters?
When you come around the corner, he suddenly appears in the doorway with this massive shield, and he goes, "Do any of you have any arrows?"
Have you ever seen any of us shoot a bow, or do you see a bow slung across any of our backs?
He walks around behind you guys. No.
Then why the fuck would we have any arrows, Laundry?
I
Why
can't think
did-
of any reason.
What do you need arrows for? Did you find a bow? A magic bow? Are you going to start wielding a bow?
I wanted to test this shield.
Laundry, I will gladly shoot arrows at you later. You have my word.
Thank you, Bradley. I won't use this shield until we test it out.
Sounds like a plan. Now, you do know that shields like that are meant to protect your bollocks alone, correct?
You
Bollocks.
Yes, you hold it low and keep your manhood protected.
like
Oh, that's why I don't use a shield.
Correct? Yes, that's very, very astute of you, Ellie.
She smiles.
I'm gonna get some leather and try and just strap it onto my crotch area. I think I can manage, but I hope nobody hits me until I've tested it thoroughly.
Brad kicks him in the shield.
Careful, you might hit his heart. Oh, it hurts my laser wounds to laugh. If only we would be more prepared with healing spells, but none of us can cast anything like that. We should invest in a cleric.
We should definitely invest in a cleric. That would be wonderful. Perhaps I will purchase some healing spells for myself when we get back to town. You guys should do the same.
Noted. I wrote it on my character sheet.
Holy fuck, dude. When we're doing role playing, I cannot drink anything because I never know if I'm gonna spit it all over the fucking place.
That's super legit. Hey, I know we're on the job, but when can we take a break?
Oh well, let's take a short break right now. You can go ahead and use that fancy bed that we found, and Laundry and I will continue to explore for a little bit, if that's all right.
As long as you look after Laundry, I think that'll be fine. And also as long as there's no monsters under my bed.
I checked.
I already checked. There was just an empty box.
I checked both of the beds in there.
So I have a choice of
Is there... Is there any place further to go beyond, or is it literally just that area that Laundry went to and then go back to the main room?
There's just that.
Okay. Are there any other areas to explore down here that we found?
No, not that you found, no.
Alright, so...
And the big
Brad is
door
going to...
never opened?
What, Brent?
The big door never opened back up?
It didn't seem to open.
It's probably unlocked, though. We just have to test it. Brad is going to wait and figure out where Allie is going to take her rest, and then he's going to go into a different room so that he doesn't have to converse with anybody. And he's just going to sit down and read that diary for a little bit.
Okay. And Laundry?
Oh, wait, no, it's in her backpack. Never mind, I can't do that. It's in her backpack. I apologize.
I thought you were just gonna, like, lift it off her.
You know what? Brad would totally do that. Yeah, he's going to do that. He's just going to, while she's bandaging her wounds or whatever, he's just going to walk over and grab it out of the backpack and go read it.
Laundry, what are you doing during this?
I'm gonna have me a sit down.
Okay. So yeah, well, while you two are resting, Brad, you are flipping through this diary.
Oh, I'll also cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Obviously, yes.
Right.
I know I should feel mad, but I don't. Game and out of game, and it's great.
I would never do this in any other party, but just because everybody, like, we all accept what we're doing, so it's cool, but normally I would never do this because it's such a dick fucking move, but...
Oh, yeah, no, that's fine. In order to keep my hex going, I was going to move it to you to carry around until we got into another fight.
Holy shit.
So we'll save that gem for another day.
Bet.
Also, Brian, I technically lied. It's not shield of arrow catching, it's shield of missile attraction.
What?
And as you are sleeping or resting, you do attune to it. So I will send you that. And Brad, you are reading this diary, and it's written in a language I don't think you understand.
Well, I haven't picked my languages yet, so let's not be hasty.
I'm gonna flip back through the episodes and actually you might have. Oh shit. I mean, one way or another, you'd probably be able to tell it's written in Elven script.
I don't think it would be out of the question for... wait, isn't Allie an elf?
Half elf.
Yeah, I won't pick Elven. That's a great question. Can Allie read?
There's only one way to find out.
All right, Brian, here's your shield. Oh, sorry, wrong picture.
No, I won't say that I speak Elven. I'll pick different languages.
Fucking hell.
I kind of thought you said you spoke Elven.
I kind of thought I did too, but I also feel like I might just be thinking that because it's super convenient.
No, I was thinking that even before that, though, so...
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll write it down then. I speak Elven, Gnomish, Common, and...
Oh, thank God you speak Common. That'd be weird.
Right.
You're just like, Brad, go help Landre. Nani?
So, Common, Elven, Gnomish, and Dwarven.
Aye, Captain.
So what the fuck's in this diary?
So the first couple pages are written in... It's a very old Elven speak, so it kind of takes you a few minutes to kind of adjust to it, but it's essentially talking about how the keep seems to be under attack, and how the invaders are getting closer and closer. You kind of flip ahead a couple pages, and the siege has reached the front gates of the castle, and you the author is talking about how they don't know how much longer the gates will hold. The force seems to be... Sorry, the enemy's forces seem to be almost supernaturally charged with energy. The next entry is talking about how the the gates were broken through. The council decided that the head of the... Like, how the head of the nation, should go to the shelter underneath. And then the next few entries are talking about how they're just kind of like wasting away in this secret keep, and they have no word from the outside. They don't know whether it's safe or not until the court wizard, who had was one of the few selected to accompany him as a last line of defense, suggested a way of fighting off death. And the final entry is written in a slightly less kind of a highborn elf style. It's more common. And it's not the same elegant prose that has been in the last few entries. It's scribbled in very hastily, and it just says something went wrong, and the spell didn't do what it said it. It says that instead of preventing death, it seems to immortalize death.
Weird.
All those entries, the first few were like a week apart each. The last one was not dated. But before that, the previous two about how they had gone underground and then like they hadn't gotten word were each like, a month apart.
And how long ago was this?
You don't even recognize their dating system.
Okay.
And right now you're in the 900th year of the kingdom of Valencia. So it like you would assume that it's before that. So
Gotcha.
it's probably well over 1,000.
He'll go and just put it back in Allie's backpack and then say, well, is everyone ready to go?
I feel strange.
Why?
This shield is giving me weird vibes.
The shield vibrates?
No, it's tingly.
Nice.
She just like glances down to where he has it strapped to his crotch and then glances back up at him and like raises an eyebrow.
Oh well.
Well, are we ready to go? Because I don't enjoy this conversation at all.
Bradley, you may need to have a talk with Laundry about what it means to grow up. I think you might be reaching that age. We don't
Well,
need to
you
do it
see,
here.
Laundry, when a mommy Goliath and a daddy Goliath love each other very much.
Wait, what's this conversation? I haven't heard this one before.
Hey, this isn't spellcasting.
Also, did you see that diary that I found in the bedroom? I thought I put it in my bag. But when I looked before falling asleep and taking a cat nap to heal up my laser wounds, I couldn't find it.
Oh, yes, I took it and read it and then put it back.
You turned
Oh.
into a cat.
Laundry, I swear to the gods.
She begins laughing. Little did you know, Laundry, I've always been a cat.
I was a bird once.
Brad is going to grab Laundry's ear and start dragging him out of this dungeon.
Oh, gee,
Allie follows.
As you all are walking along outside of this dungeon, roll me perception checks.
Okay.
Ooh, 22.
Ooh. $17.
18.
Okay. Wow, y'all are super good at perception, apparently. So the two of you who are not named Bradley, you hear some clinking. Brad, you also hear that clinking, but you also feel your bag begin to rustle a little.
My bag?
Yeah, your bag. Like you feel it rustle as you hear this clinking.
He's
Hold
gonna
on.
try and find the Erlenmeyer flask.
I have a feeling we might not be alone.
You are able to find the flask, and as you grab a hold of it, you see that the contents of it are swirling around, and they seem very agitated.
I'm gonna shake the shit out of the bottle.
Bradley, what are you doing?
Okay, so
Well, hopefully pissing it off a little bit.
The bottle? What did it ever do to you?
try pissing on the bottle instead. Brad, roll a dex save.
Okay. $11.
Okay. So this is going to take place after all of the healing. Actually, are you at full health?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm at 21. I'm close.
Okay. So I'm just gonna have to make a note of that.
God, that doesn't sound good.
No.
This glass shatters, and the contents that were in it keep like swirling around and kind of start forming into this ball of like globby ashes. You see the green gem that you had spotted before reform, and then around it, almost like a protective mask, the skull reforms, and as the red glow sparks back into its eyes, we will call it for the night.
Bradley, what did you do?
Now I know why you let me get a big enough flask to take the whole thing. Cool,
Yeah,
cool, cool.
boy. All of you leveled up. You're level 4. Max HP. Brad,
Nice.
you're minus 1 HP now. From the damage shatter.
I'm at. What am I? What should I subtract from my HP?
Just 1.
Okay.
It was
Sorry,
just a-
you cut out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just a bottle shattering in your hand. You took 1 glass shard.
So
Sounds like a plan.
to be clear, it's average HP on level up, but we start at max health, right? That's what you meant? Or high average HP?
You can roll for HP. Just after you do so, you'll be at max HP.
Oh.
Like it
Oh, sure.
refills your full health.
Yeah. I don't trust myself enough. I'll take high average.
Okay. Also, spell slots are back.
Awesome.
Anything else will be back as well, except I'm gonna say Landre's lay on hands, just because it was used so recently.
We have to start ripping Landre out of his armor when he sleeps.
Oh my god, dude. Eric, do you want me to roleplay finding new spells or just have it?
You can just have it unless you want to roleplay it.
Yeah, I'll just rock with what I have, and I'll research some shit when I get back to Magni.
Okay.
Because, I mean, I have a pretty decent repertoire right now, and getting another second level spell is, helpful.
Can you pick up, like, Cure Wounds or something? I think that would really help the party, considering what we
Oh, yeah,
been
dude.
through. Yeah, okay.
I should totally look into that.
Yeah. Like if you forget, no
I
big
can't
deal.
learn that, actually.
Well, it's a touch spell, and Brad has a phobia of contact with his party members.
Oh, well, isn't Healing Word a thing? That
Oh,
could
yeah,
also
I
be
should
useful.
totally look into getting that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but only bards can get that, so...
Yeah, and Brad also has a phobia of
Don't say
of
talking,
helping
because
his
that's
party.
bullshit.
Talking to people.
He has a phobia of words that are healing.
I hate helping.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, man, the three of us, we're going to go far. We're going to go real far.
Oh, dude.